Napoleon Bonaparte, a name synonymous with ambition, strategy, and ultimately defeat, began his life far from the gilded halls of power. His journey from a small island to the heart of European politics is a tale of relentless ambition and extraordinary talent. Born in 1769 on the rugged island of Corsica, Napoleon's early years were marked by a fierce intellect and a yearning for greatness. The island, with its rocky terrain and turbulent history, shaped his early worldview and instilled in him a sense of resilience and determination. Though his family was of modest nobility, their resources were limited, and Napoleon's path to success was paved with relentless ambition and a thirst for knowledge. His father, Carlo Bonaparte, was a lawyer, and his mother, Letizia Ramolino, was a woman of strong character who played a significant role in shaping young Napoleon's ambitions. His military aspirations were evident from a young age, leading him to pursue a career in France's prestigious military academies. At the age of 9, he was sent to mainland France to attend school, a significant step that would set the course for his future. It was within these institutions that the young Napoleon honed his tactical genius, devouring military treatises and absorbing the art of war. His dedication to his studies was unparalleled, and he quickly distinguished himself as a brilliant student, particularly in mathematics and military strategy. His Corsican heritage, often seen as a mark of outsider status, fueled a burning desire to prove himself on a grand stage. This sense of being an outsider in France only intensified his drive to succeed and to be recognized for his talents and abilities. Despite facing social prejudice and financial constraints, Napoleon excelled in his studies, graduating early and embarking on a military career that would change the course of history. His early postings were not glamorous, but they provided him with invaluable experience and the opportunity to demonstrate his leadership skills. His early experiences instilled in him a profound understanding of leadership, discipline, and the complexities of power, qualities that would serve him well in the tumultuous years to come. He learned to navigate the intricate dynamics of military and political life, skills that would be crucial in his later conquests. His rise through the ranks was nothing short of meteoric. Napoleon's ability to inspire his troops and his innovative tactics quickly set him apart from his peers. The French Revolution provided a chaotic backdrop, but one where opportunities abounded for ambitious individuals willing to seize them. The upheaval of the old order created a vacuum that Napoleon was quick to fill, using his military prowess to gain influence and power. Napoleon, with his sharp mind and unwavering self-belief, was one such individual. He saw the revolution not just as a political upheaval, but as a chance to reshape the world according to his vision. He recognized the shifting tides of power and positioned himself strategically, ready to ride the wave of revolution to unprecedented heights. His early years were just the beginning of a journey that would see him rise to become one of history's most formidable leaders. The French Revolution, a period of immense upheaval and radical transformation, became the crucible in which Napoleon's genius was forged. This era, marked by the fall of the monarchy and the rise of radical political factions, created a power vacuum that Napoleon would eventually fill. The streets of Paris echoed with the cries for liberty, equality, and fraternity, but also with the chaos and bloodshed that came with such profound change. As the old order crumbled, Napoleon saw an opportunity not only to advance his career, but to reshape France in his image. He was a man of vision, determined to bring stability to a nation in turmoil. His early years were spent in the military, where he quickly distinguished himself as a brilliant strategist and a fearless leader. His ambition knew no bounds, and he was willing to take bold risks to achieve his goals. He ascended through the ranks of the French army with astonishing speed, his tactical brilliance and unwavering nerve earning him a reputation as a formidable military leader. His ability to inspire his troops and outmaneuver his enemies set him apart from his contemporaries. Napoleon's campaigns were marked by innovative tactics and decisive victories, which only fueled his growing legend. His victories in Italy against Austria solidified his status as a national hero. The Italian campaign showcased his military genius and his ability to achieve the seemingly impossible. He not only defeated the Austrian forces, but also brought back immense wealth and resources to France, further enhancing his reputation and influence. He returned to France not as a mere general, but as a figure of immense popularity, admired for his military prowess and charisma. The people saw in him a leader who could restore the glory of France and bring an end to the years of instability. His return was celebrated with great fanfare, and he was welcomed as a savior by a nation weary of conflict. The French people, exhausted by years of instability and bloodshed, saw in Napoleon a beacon of hope, a leader who could restore order and stability. The revolution had left the country in a state of disarray, and the populace longed for a strong and decisive leader who could bring about lasting change. Napoleon's promise of stability and prosperity resonated deeply with the war-weary citizens. Napoleon, a master strategist both on and off the battlefield, recognized the shifting political landscape. He understood that military success alone would not be enough to secure his position. He needed to navigate the complex world of politics and build alliances that would support his vision for France. His keen insight into the dynamics of power allowed him to outmaneuver his rivals and consolidate his influence. He seized the opportunity presented by the weak Directory, orchestrating a coup d'etat that would establish him as France's first consul. This bold move was a testament to his audacity and his ability to capitalize on the weaknesses of his opponents. The coup was swift and decisive, and it marked the beginning of a new era in French history. Though met with some resistance, Napoleon's grip on power tightened, his political acumen proving as sharp as his military instincts. He implemented reforms that centralized authority and strengthened his control over the government. His ability to balance the demands of various factions and maintain order was crucial to his success. This transition marked a turning point in Napoleon's life and in the history of France. As first consul, he wielded unprecedented power and began to implement his vision for the nation. His leadership style was characterized by a blend of authoritarianism and pragmatism, which allowed him to achieve his objectives while maintaining popular support. Gone was the revolutionary fervor, replaced by a new era characterized by Napoleon's ambition and desire for order. The ideals of the revolution were tempered by the need for stability and effective governance. Napoleon's rule brought about significant changes in the political and social landscape of France, laying the groundwork for future developments. He would go on to establish a new government, one that centralized power and ushered in a period of unprecedented change, both for France and for the entirety of Europe. His reforms touched every aspect of society, from the legal system to the economy, and his influence extended far beyond the borders of France. Napoleon's legacy would be felt for generations to come as he reshaped the continent in his image. Napoleon's military achievements are the stuff of legend. His name is synonymous with military genius and strategic brilliance. His campaigns, studied in military academies to this day, were characterized by bold maneuvers, meticulous planning, and an uncanny ability to exploit his enemies' weaknesses. Napoleon's strategies were not just about brute force, they were about outthinking and outmaneuvering his opponents. He revolutionized warfare, introducing concepts of mobility, speed, and decisive action that overwhelmed his adversaries time and again. His ability to move troops quickly and strike unexpectedly gave him a significant edge in many battles. From the sun-drenched battlefields of Italy to the frigid plains of Russia, Napoleon's armies marched from victory to victory. Each campaign was a testament to his relentless drive and unyielding determination. The Battle of Austerlitz, often hailed as his most impressive triumph, showcased his tactical genius. It was here that Napoleon demonstrated his ability to turn the tide of battle in his favor, even when the odds were stacked against him. Outnumbered and facing a formidable coalition, Napoleon outmaneuvered his opponents, crushing their forces and cementing his reputation as the most formidable general in Europe. His ability to anticipate enemy movements and respond with precision was unparalleled. His victories were not solely due to his strategic brilliance, but also his charisma and ability to inspire his troops. Napoleon had a unique talent for connecting with his soldiers, making them feel valued and integral to his grand vision. He fostered a sense of loyalty and dedication amongst his soldiers, who were willing to follow him to the ends of the earth. This unwavering loyalty was a cornerstone of his military success. His understanding of morale, logistics, and the importance of a well-equipped army were crucial factors in his success. Napoleon knew that an army's strength was not just in its numbers, but in its readiness and morale. However, Napoleon's ambition knew no bounds. His desire for power and glory drove him to push the limits of his empire. Each victory fueled his desire for greater glory, leading him to expand his campaigns further and further across the European continent. His relentless pursuit of dominance reshaped the political landscape of Europe. His insatiable appetite for conquest would eventually sow the seeds of his downfall, but not before he had left an indelible mark on the map of Europe. Napoleon's legacy is a complex tapestry of military brilliance, unbridled ambition, and transformative impact on the world stage. Napoleon's impact extended far beyond the battlefield. He was a man of immense intellect and vision, driven by a desire to not only conquer but also to reform and modernize. His most enduring legacy, perhaps even more so than his military exploits, is the Napoleonic Code, a comprehensive legal system that revolutionized French society and influenced legal codes around the world. The Napoleonic Code, enacted in 1804, replaced the patchwork of feudal laws and customs that had governed France for centuries. It established the principles of equality before the law, secularism, and the protection of property rights. The Code standardized legal procedures, abolished feudal privileges, and promoted meritocracy. This groundbreaking legal framework had a profound impact on French society and beyond. It modernized the legal system, making it more efficient and accessible to all citizens, regardless of their social standing. The Napoleonic Code's emphasis on individual rights and freedoms reverberated throughout Europe, inspiring legal reforms in numerous countries and laying the groundwork for the modern nation-state. Napoleon's reforms extended to various aspects of French life. He centralized the education system, established the Bank of France, and implemented a system of merit-based promotions in government and the military. His reforms aimed to create a more efficient, centralized, and enlightened state, one that reflected his belief in reason, order, and progress.